Here is everything Apple announced at their September 7th event. Apple started off the event with Carpool Karaoke, which they are bringing to Apple Music next year. Apple got started with a few updates talking about Apple Music, which now has 17 million subscribers and 70 releases, along with Apple Music Festival, which is coming up in London. Then they talked about the App Store, which has over 140 billion downloads and makes 2 times the revenue of competitors. Then something new, Mario is coming to iOS with Super Mario Run. This is a new game specifically made for the iPhone, and it will come alongside new stickers for iMessage. Apple then addressed education with their Connect Ed program, along with a new Everyone Can Code program which will help teach coding. And finally, they announced a new iWork real-time collaboration feature. Then it was time for products. First is the Apple Watch. It's the #2 watch brand and the top-selling smartwatch, and watchOS 3 is coming soon. Then Niantic announced Pokemon Go for the Apple Watch, so you can stay more focused on the world around you but still play. And then the 2nd generation Apple Watch. This is the Apple Watch Series 2. It's now waterproof up to 50 meters and 50% faster with 2 times the graphics performance with the new S2 system in a package. There's a new display that is 2 times brighter and it has built-in GPS, so you no longer have to have your phone with you. And now, instead of a gold material, there's a new white ceramic model along with new Hermes bands. In late October, Apple is teaming up with Nike to bring a running-focused Apple Watch called the Apple Watch Nike Plus, and this will include some new software and a new band. Apple is keeping around the 1st generation Apple Watch, calling it the Series 1, and they're also giving it a hardware bump, so it will be faster. Series 2 starts at $369 and pre-orders start September 9th, and watchOS 3 is coming September 13th. Then it was time for iPhone. Apple announced the iPhone 7 with 10 new features. First is the design with a new jet black gloss finish and a new black matte finish, along with more refinements like smaller antenna bands and the camera cutout being milled out of the aluminum itself. Second is the home button. It has been redesigned to be force sensitive, so it's similar to the MacBook trackpad. It doesn't move, it just uses haptics. Third, it is IP67 water and dust resistant, so if it gets wet, you'll be fine. Fourth, the camera. The new camera on the iPhone 7 is 12 megapixels, has optical image stabilization across the line, an f1.8 aperture, 6-element lens, new sensor, and a new 4 LED True Tone flash, along with a new image signaling processor and a 7 megapixel front-facing camera. The iPhone 7 Plus has all of this and more. There's now 2 12 megapixel cameras here. One is the standard camera that's on the 7, and the other is telephoto, meaning you can zoom. It has 2 times optical zoom and up to 10 times digital zoom. But that's not all. There will also be a free upgrade later this year that brings a new depth of field feature, giving the camera a look and feel of a higher DSLR, blurring out the background. And this will be a special mode that's available on the iPhone 7 Plus. Fifth is the display. It now has a wider color gamut and is 25% brighter. Sixth, audio. There's now 2 speakers on the iPhone 7, one on the bottom and one at the top, giving you stereo sound. Seventh is Earpods. As rumored, the iPhone 7 does not have a headphone jack. Instead, Apple is shipping Lightning Earpods and is including an adapter in the box. And this brings number 8, AirPods. These are wireless headphones. They have a custom W1 chip inside to help with sound and connectivity, and they last up to 5 hours on a charge and come with a case that charges them for up to 24 hours. Apple also announced new Beats products that use the W1 chip to make connecting and listening wirelessly easy. Apple stated that they want to push the industry forward, and this is how they're doing it. Ninth is Apple Pay. Apple is using Felica for use in Japan, so Apple Pay can be used in more places. And 10th is performance. There is a new Apple A10 Fusion processor built in with 4 processing cores. 2 of the cores are for high performance, and the other 2 are for efficiency. Graphics are 50% better, and this allows for a speed boost and 2 more hours of battery on the 7 and 1 more on the 7 Plus. As for availability, the 16GB version is dead, being replaced with 32GB, 128GB, and 256GB models. Pre-orders start on September 9th, shipping starts on the 16th, and iOS 10 is coming September 13th. They ended the event with Sia performing her new song. So that is everything announced at Apple's September 7th event. Be sure to stay tuned to macrumors.com for more coverage.